right, Shalom. Shalom. Giving our praises, our glory, our honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is another Gmsatl in transit. It's about the Zion. And I just want to speak of some recent happenings in the news. First and foremost, everybody has heard about the firing of Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. Okay. For their, for reasons that weren't satisfying to the respective news networks, be CNN or Fox News. And, this is just a sign of the times of the world we're living in. Esau's moving quick, okay? These different opinionated, free-thinking type of people, Tucker Carlson is saying, he's catching, flack for having this guy, Robert Kennedy Jr. on, okay? Or Bobby Kennedy, having him on, and, he was saying certain things that were basically against what? Against the top elite of Esau, okay? Now this is reminiscent of G. Orwell, okay, and 1984, all right? And if you haven't heard of that, look up G. Orwell and 1984, all right? Pretty much, truth and people that understand truth in this world are being stifled, okay? They're being silenced, they're being, things are changing, okay? Things are definitely changing. The world that we once knew and understood as the free world, okay? AKA Babylon the Great, AKA the good old US of A, is changing, okay? These different media outlets and these different corporate funders of these outlets, they're not standing for any more talk against the plan, all right? Which is the plan for Esau to have complete and total control of the planet Earth. And this is based upon Genesis 37th chapter, going into the blessing that Isaac gave Esau, that he would live by the sword, meaning live by his weapons, whether it be an actual sword or whether it be different forms of warfare, okay? It says, the prophecy says that he would get the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, but he would have to get it by the sword. So Esau has to attack. He has to go on the offensive a lot of the time, okay? Dealing with different topics and different things, because his world, he sees the prophecies coming to pass, okay? He sees that. All right, he sees that these things in the earth today are being orchestrated via the Holy Scriptures. Everything is manifesting itself according to the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? And so he has to get certain people about it. Now he'll give his reasons why we don't see Tucker and Glenn Beck and Don Lemon and these people, you know. But we understand that really it's ultimately just an attack on the truth. Alright? And that's in any form. He can't afford to have it to where different people are speaking truth and it goes unnoticed or it goes unpunished or, you know, things like that, okay? And then ultimately we know that it's eventually going to lead to... Now, I believe that there was a post somewhere I saw, maybe a brother mentioned it or it may have been like a post online, social media or something, where it mentioned about Bibles and the teaching of the scriptures being banned. Alright? And I could look it up. If I look it up, if I find it, I'll speak my piece on it if the Spirit hits me to. But eventually, us teaching the scriptures is going to be fully... Now, they're already doing it on, you know, YouTube and things, and certain videos get taken down, and even not just Israelite videos, but other videos as well from other people that, you know, that are speaking on certain things. So, you know, another thing too, what's on the rise right now? AI. Is it not easier to have an AI news host as opposed to a human being with a thinking brain and thoughts, and has a certain level of opinions about certain things? It's easier, you know? Yeah, they can mimic Kanye and Drake, and they can make AI music. That's not the purpose of that. The purpose of that is to further deceive the people. But this is a part of Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay, about the beast. All right, deceiving them that dwell on the earth. Okay? We're at that time now, but this system, this infrastructure of the beast has to be put in place. Okay? What do you call it? Authoritarian or totalitarian or you know, I believe in the interview with RFK Jr. with Tucker Carlson, he mentioned about a plutarchy, right? Or plutocracy, if I'm saying that right. So these are, you know, these are the things that these elites want. Okay? There was a movie that came out with Christian Bale years ago. You know, after he got that major role in Batman, he did this movie called Equilibrium. All right, he did this movie called Equilibrium, and pretty much it just showed how the world was, you know, controlled, and people didn't think for themselves. Okay. That's a threat to this society. Okay. This coming society, I'll say. This coming world. You know, people, you know, can't do, you know, they do what they want to with the children in the schools. They do what they want to on these jobs. You know, it's just a lot of, it's just a lot of changes happening quick. Okay. It's just a lot of quick changes that are happening, and It's not happening for any particular reason except for Esau fulfilling this blessing. Okay, and eventually, especially when this economy goes haywire and out of whack and goes into a state of volatility in the markets and things, that's when Esau's going to introduce the charagma, and you're going to have to get that little device, whether it be in your in your hands or in your your forehead, and that's going to be the new system, and everybody's going to be connected to it. Okay. Elon Musk, he talked about the his Neuralink project and Twitter and the thoughts of people. That's what they want to do. They're all in on it. They're all insiders. They're all a part of this system to where this world is controlled, and the super rich basically have the poor class, which everybody's pretty much a part of that. All of that, these people are in total slavery. That's why it's important that Yahweh Shem Shai comes back. That's why it's important that Yahweh Shem Shai, because it's really all just fulfilling prophecy anyway. The Israelites, we're going to win. Those of us that are teaching, those of us that are part of the ministry, those of us that do our thing, we're going to win. Okay? We're going to win at the end of the day. All right? But we have to go through these things in order for the elect to be manifested, and then the deliverance will happen. I just want to say a few words on that news. Like, there's a lot of things being said. I'm not going to go into like all the speculation, but just some thoughts that I had. Some thoughts on that, and just how really just things are changing, and certain people, if you're not, for whatever reason, if you're not with the coming world that they want to create as new, and you don't follow, the right orders, then, they can do what they want to do with you. Make your life hard. All right? Hey, the prophet's going to prophesy. And so with that, I'll say shalom.